There's a group of individuals that I'm working, a family group actually, who had to flee from Afghanistan, and they've actually managed to, through the Multiply project, cooking was a really good way of, they were connecting with their families and friends when they were abroad, and they said, we really love cooking. The mum said, we really love cooking, and then I want to develop this further. And through the project, we were able to say, right, let's think about, setting up a pop-up Afghan restaurant. And the fact that it's not just the mum who's been involved with this, we've sort of empowered and educated the rest of the family as well through this, and the smiles that we get after the event. So they've had 2 successful events, and when I say sort of involving Multiply in that, so it's things like, where do we get the equipment for setting up the Burmese dishes, where can we bulk buy, the budgeting of the whole kind of the food that we're going to cook, which is going to be worth cooking without extra costs and stuff, and how we reduce the costs as well, looking at the temperatures of the food, timing it, the PowerPoint. We've had the young lad who did the PowerPoint, the story about the family, how they came to the country. He hadn't got the right size of the PowerPoint, so the first event was a bit of a hiccup, and next time let's enlarge this. How do we do this, and how do we get the bookings? They've actually had 2 really fully booked successful events. The third one's on the 24th, and me and Amanda will be going as guests because we've put a lot of work in to help this pop-up restaurant, and we said we're coming as guests because we want them to empowered further. We don't want them to rely on our support, although we're supporting them. We want to, how do we develop this? And they've also had wedding bookings. They've got a potential wedding booking for 200 guests. But what's really important out of all this, it's not just about empowering those individuals, it's a wider community. So they're in an area where there's predominantly white British communities who've actually then experienced different foods from different cultures and communities, but also the culture itself, whether it was the music, the way these individuals who came to this country didn't speak a word of English and now able to stand up in front of an audience and talk about their journey and story. So it's just so rewarding. So.